As the architecture, it's so important to know that the architect of the synagogue, he was a German-born Christian architect. His name was Ludwig Forster. He was born in Germany, but in that time, in the 1850s, when the building was made, he was working in Vienna. He was the chief architect of city of Vienna. But the guy, he was a Christian. He was usually building churches and not synagogues. So this is the reason why, if you, also from the outside, we have the towers. The towers, they are not usual for a synagogue. We don't need the towers, but for a church, it's a very common thing. And not just the outside, also the interior part. The interior part, we have several elements taken obviously from the Christian architecture. I mean, we have the three aisle, the basilical shape downstairs. Then we have the pulpits, which is a very unique thing for a synagogue. We have two of them, a pair of pulpits.
כן, האמת שהתפלאתי, כי אתה יודע.
This is the second largest synagogue in the world after the New York Emmanuel Temple, and it's the largest synagogue here in Europe. And you know, it's not about the seat numbers, because we have 3,000 seats in here, but in Jerusalem there is a synagogue, the Great Synagogue, in the center of the city, which can host more than 6,000 people. So it's not this is the reason. The reason is the inner space. We have more than 1,000 square meters, more than 10,000 square feet as the inner space of the synagogue. So that's why it's so special.
I served as a chief of rabbis in the Hungarian armed forces for 15 years. But the greatest feeling is to be the rabbi of this magnificent synagogue. Before the Second World War, it was another world, a different world. Everything was full of Jews. There were more than 1 million Jews in the historical Hungary. Now we have about 150,000 Jews.
Concerning my impression was just, you really see how many people were killed. Symbol is maybe in the direction to death, but the color and the impression of, it's not like edges, it's round or circles, it's smoothie, it shows me like it would go on.